Final shoe for today is a women's Air Force One, and it's very rare that I end up doing a women's Air Force One because I really don't check to see if a lot of women are ordering the shoes, but I know for a fact that there are a lot of women sneakerheads, specifically my homie Kenya, who runs Sneaker Vision. You guys got to check out her website, sneakervision.com. But we have the black Air Force One box with the logo on top and this Air Force One. I haven't even looked at it before, so I don't know what it looks like, y'all. Women's Air Force One Sage, low. And I guess the Sage is the style. Color is white, white, white. Style code is AR5339-100. SRP is $100. All right. Usually the SRP on an Air Force One is $90. So this is considered premium. And when you see the black box, you know that it's a different version of the Air Force One. So it's the Sage. The size 8 in women's UPC is 191-887-656-227. And there's a 14 at the end. So let's get the box opened up. And we have our QC stamp. But I don't expect that we'll have a QC sticker. So let's get this out to see if we do have a QC sticker. And we do. QC sticker. It's a QC 32 OK. And we didn't have the QC sticker on the NBA version. And I looked at the bottom of the box. But sometimes I guess they forget it. But QC 32 OK. All right. Now, we're going to look at this shoe in detail because I want to know what's different about it. And let's go for it. Real quick. The production date, 04/17/18 to 06/12/18, 06/12/18, 07/06/18. So this could be either 07 to 06. It's less than 4 weeks, so we're good. It's less than 4 weeks on our production date, so we're okay. The differences between these, I'm going to get into our 360 first, and then I'm going to do a close-up, and I'll make sure both shoes are the same before I do the close-up, because there are a lot of subtle differences, man, including the folded over stitching done on this shoe. It's actually more premium. So I'll break out the NBA shoe maybe and compare it, but here's our toe, and immediately you see the difference in the size of the outsole. Because your toe box, and there you'll see that rolled over, the stitching has been folded, gives it a much cleaner look on the toe box. You have a heavyweight Dubray here. And I know I'm going ahead and doing our close-up while I'm doing the 360. But there is a lot that's different on this shoe. You can see the thin collar on this model. Real quick, the tongue is also leather. Let me see if the entire tongue is. No, it's not. The entire tongue is not, but the tongue patch is leather on the shoe. Let's pick that back up. Go back to the top, and you see the interior of the shoe. The inside of it is different than the OG Air Force One. This looks like a lot like one of the Cortezes that I had. It's almost like a Nike sportswear change for the women's that they do that's a little bit different than the men's. Here goes the left profile, and you can immediately see that the height of the outsole and the midsole is much bigger. So it gives it a little bit of that platform look. The edges are folded here towards the quarter panel in the back, and you don't have the second stitch going down the side to create another quarter panel. So it is different in that effect. These folded over edges are really clean on the shoe. Let's switch that over to the right and give you the medial. And here goes the medial. Now I'm going to the outsole because it's a lot lighter than I would have thought for an Air Force One. I would have to assume that this, I know it's air, but this almost feels like a lunar line midsole that's been sculpted. More so than it does of the traditional Air Force One, which is a lot heavier. This thing is light though. So if you're a lady and you're like, yo, I bet those are heavy. They're not at all. They're very light. There goes a heel. And you do have a different heel counter. Well, you have the Air Force One and the swoosh. And then you see the heel height. All right, so let's get this close up real quick. And I'm going to show you the size of this dubray. It's a square, right? It's heavy. And you see these folded overlays. And the material is a tumbled leather. And that's the inside of the shoe. And that's it. Really a dope shoe. The Sage is a dope shoe. It's a platform shoe, basically in the Air Force One form. And, oh, I said I was going to look at the NBA real quick to see the difference between the Sage and the NBA. 1 second. Real quick. Now, if you look at the toe box on that, and then you look at the toe box on the Sage, you can see it's folded over. So this has a more premium look. Now, if you look at the quarter panels on the side of the shoe, on this lateral side, you see the leather is cut here. On the women's model for the Sage, it does not have that same cut. It makes this a lot cleaner. And the folded over stitching here, it makes it much cleaner than it is on the men's shoe. And there goes your heel counter, where it does have the Air Force One, but this is the NBA, so we get a little bit of a difference. But you have the swoosh and the Air Force One. So the inside of the shoe is where you see the big difference. So let me push that up. You can look at the width of the collar. There's more cushion, it seems, around here. But this is a little bit more sculpted. It looks a little bit more feminine. It's a really pretty shoe, man, when you think about it. It's a nice shoe. That is it for today. Moving on. I got about 10 videos to catch up on before you'll ever see this one. I'm behind. I need help. Somebody. I need somebody to help me out with this stuff. But you got to buy your own shoes, so I ain't going to buy them and send them to you. So, never mind. Peace, y'all. See you on the next one.